Hey guys, Devani here and back with another video. So this time we're gonna be talking about the Amazing Digital Circus, episode 3. Um, this was a really good episode. I'm very excited to talk about this one. I don't know how long this video will be, guys, but as it'll just be me and my friend Danger again, talking about it.
Hello.
Thank you for being here with me. But yeah, we'll just be giving some quick thoughts and opinions about the episode as a whole, as it's easily the best one. Um, there's no doubt about it. It's easily the best one in my personal opinion. It was really good. Don't get me wrong, I love the pilot too in episode 2, but episode 3 was just like chef's kiss. Like, let's be real, you know. Um, but yeah, Danger. Any thoughts?
Oh, definitely a lot. What makes episode 3 different from everything else is, well, a lot. The comedy, the way the characters are built, I think it's amazing. For example, like, it's mainly focusing on Pomni and Kinger and their trip through the Mildenhall Manor, a spooky area, and it's during Halloween, so perfect timing. And what I really loved about it, because later in the episode, we get a bit of backstory on Kinger and how he had a wife in the circus. And what I loved about that is, well, what I loved about it is that it kind of made him feel like he was an actual character and not, when you see Kinger, he's not, oh, he's just this old insane guy. He's just a side character. You see him like, oh, this is a character with actual feelings. And if something were to happen to him, like if he were to abstract in the show, you'd feel bad. You'd feel sad for him. And
Yeah.
that's what I
Mhm.
love. And not only with Kinger, but with Zubul, we got a lot of closure on why she doesn't show up for the adventures and that, she doesn't like her body and she knows that no one likes the circus, stuff like that. And the comedy too, I really like. There was this one scene where they were gonna take the Mildenhall Manor owner shotgun, and Pommy's like, "Please don't be mad,"
Please
and he
don't
goes,
come
"Okay,
alive. He reaches for the
please don't come
shotgun. He's like,
alive." He's like,
okay, I won't.
"Okay, I won't."
That was so
And
creepy.
that just made me really laugh.
I was like,
There was a,
it was so good.
Yeah. And then there was another scene where in the beginning Gango lost her comedy mask down the door and they had to go find it. And what I loved is at the end, Gang was like, "Did you end up finding my comedy mask?" And Karen was like, "Oh,"
King was like,
which really,
fuck. Like, which is
that's
the beep
just really
sound.
made me laugh. Yeah, that just really made me laugh. So the comedy is a step up from the other shows, and don't get me wrong, I love the pilot and I loved episode 2. I think episode 3 though, just since they've released 2 episodes, they kind of know what to expect. It's like, okay, so what if we try experimenting, added a bit of this and that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's just what I loved about it, and not only that, like it's gotten a lot of hate because people think because they think Jack. He was a character in he was the most well known character in the pilot, and people liked him. And in episode 2, they made him seem like a jerk. And even if that, it just I love the way it's written, and I love how it shapes the characters into, oh, they're just more than these specific characters. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like
and
it was written so well. Like the horror, like the comedy and like the comedy and the horror aspect of it was really good. It was balanced very well. And I mean, even though for me, I wouldn't say it was like completely like horrifying. It was more so creepy than scary in my opinion. Like, cause even Goose was saying like she did like the show's not really scary. It's just more so a dark comedy, which I like where I get where she's coming from with that. Like, she doesn't really have plans to make it like a super like I think this is the like I think episode 3 is like the only scary episode we're getting. Like the rest of them I think won't be like super spooky, but just more so like but just like creepy visuals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I just don't think she wants that type of show. Um, like, yeah, I don't think she really wants like a horror like type of show. um,
Hmm.
but like it was so yeah, it was so good. But yeah, but I wasn't like really like oh my god, like jumping out of my chair, like holy shit, jump scares and all that. I mean, I think there was like maybe one little jump scare that got me. With the guy coming alive, saying, "Okay, well that got me." That was really good. But besides that, it was and the face too at the when it snuck up on Pomni Kinger when they were in the dark, just like talking. That was creepy as hell. That was so good. Oh my god! And,
Exactly.
like their head mounted on the walls, like it was really really like the atmosphere was really really scary. It was really good. But I wouldn't say like horrified me. Like people were like, "Oh my god, it's horrifying," but it's like,
Like it give you a good jump
yeah.
scare.
But it was really really good. Yeah. But like, basically, my favorite part though is like, of course, Pomni and King are like when they were down in quote unquote hell. um, and
Yeah.
King are just coming a lot, like seriously coming alive and just being different. Like even Pomni was just like, "Why you been acting so different lately?" You know. So it's like, and then when he explained like about his wife and how darkness um makes him remember things and doesn't make him crazy. It's like when you really
Yeah.
so when you really think about it, it's just like damn, it's so sad. It's like after after all that, like you really just like it's you really start liking Kinger. Like you don't look at him, it's just the crazy goofy guy. I mean, I already liked him since like the pilot. Like, Kinger's hilarious. I love Kinger. I mean, since the pilot, but in episode 2. But after this, it's like he's easily a fan favorite now. Like he's
Yeah.
like I just really hope people don't ship him and Pomni. That's something I'm worried about because people will ship any character with any character, but it's just like in this case, I just hope people don't ship him and Pomni because what? Mind you, King is like twice Pomni's age, so it's like it'll be
Yeah.
weird. No, but it's like a father slash daughter relationship they have going on. And I think Pomni looks at him like that too, like looks up at him like that, like not like in a romantic way. And also Goose doesn't want like there's not gonna be like no like romance in the show anyway. So I wasn't even thinking about that. Like oh them being a couple. No, I wasn't even thinking about that. Um, but and I like how like when her and Kinger got past the door, yeah, past the hallway with the souls and the dust. And they got upstairs. And they opened the door, and then Pomni walked up to Ragatha and she was like, "Hey Ragatha, thank you for always caring about me. I know I wasn't really being appreciative enough about it. And I'm sorry about that." It was just so sweet. Like, like Pomni's character development has just been so, so good. Like, oh man, I can't wait to get more of it. I hope she interacts with Gangle because she literally hasn't yet at all, and it's kind of bothering me. Like they literally haven't talked it at all. Um, But yeah, like, and of course, Zubul, with Caine, like, that whole sequence was crazy when she basically
I
broke his
I
AI.
enjoyed
Yeah.
that so
hmm
much.
Oh my God, it was so interesting. Like, cause I was like, oh, Caine has feelings. Like she was like hurting his feelings, and then so he did. That was just like he was like his AI was like breaking, I guess, in a way.
Somewhat.
Because like yeah, he was self-aware that he wasn't doing a good job, even though this is literally what he's programmed to do. It's like he just doesn't know. Like it's so interesting. Like I can't wait to learn more about Caine. Like I already made a video about talking about him, but like once we get more like Caine lore, oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. But like and Zubul just being like I like how straightforward and blunt she was. Well, I know Zubul was like non-binary, but I like how Zubul was being very blunt and straightforward with Caine, saying
Yeah.
how Raga the um too nice, Jax is just an asshole, Gango's too shy, Um, and Pomni is just always traumatized after the adventures. Just kind of just being truthful about things. Um, I don't know, like it's just it made me it made me start like it made me it just made me start liking Zubo a lot more than I already did. And we know now,
Exactly.
and now we know why Zubo doesn't want to go on the adventures. So I'm glad we got a lot of lore about Zubo as well. Some people were saying, "Oh, Zubo didn't get much screen time, or enough screen time in the episode." But I'm like, I mean, it really wasn't. Like, I think we got a good amount. Maybe we know why Zubul acts the way Zubul does. um,
Yeah.
I think it was really really good. Like, yeah,
I think people are just worried that, some of the characters are not getting enough screen time as much characters and that Goose is gonna favor it over some of them. And I'm just
I
going,
will. Mm-hmm.
I assure you, Zeus loves every character individually. Like,
Yeah,
they give enough screen time. The, no one has. There hasn't been an episode where all members of the digital circus have been left out. Like, in every episode, someone's gotten dialogue, someone's been a part of something. And that's just what I love about Goose. They're
yeah,
working to make sure that, it's a show and everything's equal and, no one's favorite characters are gonna get left out and there's always gonna be something going on with each character. Like Gangle's inner comedy mask, Kinger and his trauma, Omni understanding Kinger, and Jax just being sarcastic.
yeah. It's like it's like the whole dynamic they all have is just so funny. Um, I can't wait. I can't wait to learn more about them. It's just I'm so excited. Um,
I know, and even thinking back to like the pilot, there's so many unanswered questions. Like, what was that office, and what exactly is Caine? Is he an AI, or is he a human, or is he in charge? What's the story
mhm.
behind him? And I find it really interesting that in this episode we got to know a little more. Like his whole thing is making up adventures, and it's what he's good at. And he starts breaking down whenever Zubul implies that he's bad, and it's just, it's just, I love it. I love how it's written, and it makes Caine more likable. Like, oh, he may not just be an AI, he may be an actual person with actual feelings, and he takes what he
Yeah,
does seriously. It makes you feel sympathetic. Like, oh, if he abstracts, it's not gonna cause anything because he's just an AI. But you feel sympathy because you know that's the only thing he's really good at.
yeah. And Sohotsu was just hurting his feelings, and he was like, you're basically implying that that I'm not doing a good job. So I'm just like, oh no, he's always feeling, oh, he has feelings. So I mean, thank God
Yeah.
Zubo said something like, "Oh, whose therapy session is this?" Because otherwise, I think the whole, like, everybody would have got wiped. Everybody would have got wiped right then and there. So, um, so it just makes me wonder. So is Canyon like, is he able to extract you know, things like that? It's just I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, yeah. But overall, this episode was so good. This episode was amazing. No pun intended. Like, yeah, but it was fantastic. I'll def a good, I'll rate it a good 8 out of 10. It was really really good.
Exactly, and it's not like I don't like episode 2 or episode 1. They were both great.
Oh
Episode 3
yeah,
just had something a little bit different, and I do hope it continues to be like that in the future because there's still so much of the amazing digital circus that's come. Like, we haven't explored full of the tent, and there's like this giant slide and a water park. And if you go back to some of the teasers, there
yeah,
was one that showed like minimum wage workers and this thing that was being worked on. It just sounds so cool, and the more you think about it, the more you can think of all the theories and lores, and it's just amazing. Like, I remember there was one time where, like, people thought maybe one of the cats was an NPC, and then it was debunked, and
hmm
It's just amazing, and I love that about Digital Circus.
Yeah, it's oh my god, it was so good. Yeah, I love the show so much with all my heart. Oh, you guys know that already, but yeah, I just can't wait for more of this show. Episode 4 should be coming out in December. So I'm super excited about that. But we'll see though. I feel like they might push it until January, but we'll see. We'll see if they need more time with production. But yeah, guys. So this was a quick little review and discussion about episode 3 as a whole. We both love this episode to death. Um,
So,
I'm very excited for episode 4, so I hope you all enjoy. Um, and yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about episode 3. Is your favorite episode? Is your least favorite episode? Do you like the pilot more? The episode 2 more? Yeah, all that fun stuff, guys. I love reading your comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Danger, thank you so much for joining me on this.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. He will yeah, Danger will be around for a lot of videos, guys, so just be
Yeah.
be be ready for that. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.